Welcome to this comprehensive guide on Paxos, a fundamental consensus algorithm in distributed systems. Paxos solves one of the hardest problems in computing: how multiple computers can reliably agree on a value, even when some of them fail. Whether you're building databases, message queues, or any system where multiple machines need to coordinate, understanding Paxos is essential. In this series, we will explore what makes Paxos work, how to implement it, and how it compares to other consensus algorithms like Raft. Imagine you have three servers that need to decide on a single value. Server A proposes value 1, server B proposes value 2. They need to agree on exactly one value, and they need that agreement to be safe and reliable. The challenge is that servers can crash, messages can be delayed or lost, and the network can partition. Paxos guarantees that no matter what failures occur, if a value is chosen, all servers will eventually learn that same value. This is what we call consensus. Without consensus, distributed systems cannot maintain consistency across multiple machines. Paxos divides participants into three roles. Proposers suggest values to the system. Acceptors store accepted values and respond to proposals. Learners learn the final chosen value. In practice, a single server can play multiple roles. Proposers initiate the protocol to get a value chosen. Acceptors are the decision makers. They must be reliable and honest. Learners don't participate in the decision process, but need to know the outcome. Understanding these roles is crucial, because the protocol's safety depends on acceptors behaving correctly and quorum rules being followed. The first phase is called prepare and promise. A proposer creates a ballot number, which is like a round number that increases over time. The proposer sends a prepare message with this ballot number to a majority of acceptors, called a quorum. Each acceptor that receives the prepare message responds with a promise. This promise says, "I will not accept any proposal with a ballot number lower than this one." The acceptor also tells the proposer about any value it has already accepted in previous rounds. This phase ensures that the proposer can learn about previous decisions before making a new proposal. Once the proposer has collected promises from a quorum, it moves to phase 2, accept and accepted. The proposer sends an accept message with a value to the same quorum of acceptors. If an acceptor still wants to follow the promise it made, it sends back an accepted message. If a quorum of acceptors sends back accepted messages for the same value, that value is chosen. The key insight is that quorums overlap. Any two quorums must share at least one acceptor. This overlap guarantees that if a value was previously chosen, the next proposer will learn about it and cannot choose a different value. Paxos provides two critical safety guarantees. First, agreement. If a value is chosen, then any future chosen value must be the same. This is because new proposers learn about previously chosen values through quorum overlaps. Second, validity. The value chosen was actually proposed by someone. Paxos never invents values out of thin air. These guarantees hold even when acceptors crash or messages are delayed, as long as a quorum of acceptors remains alive. The mathematical proof of these guarantees relies on the quorum intersection property. Any two quorums share at least one member. This makes it impossible for two different values to be chosen in different quorums. Basic Paxos chooses a single value, but real systems need to make many decisions in sequence, like a replicated log. Multi-Paxos optimizes this by electing a stable leader that proposes new values in consecutive slots. Instead of running a full prepare phase for each slot, a designated leader can send accept messages directly. This significantly reduces the number of network round trips. If the leader fails, a new prepare phase is triggered to elect a new leader. Multi-Paxos is what production systems typically use because it dramatically improves throughput and latency while maintaining the same safety guarantees. Implementing Paxos in production reveals several practical challenges. First, handling state persistence. Acceptors must write their promises and accepted values to disk so they survive crashes. Second, managing acceptor recovery. When an acceptor restarts, it must recall its commitments. Third, addressing network partitions. Proposers might not reach a quorum and must handle timeouts gracefully. Fourth, dealing with Byzantine failures, though standard Paxos assumes only crash failures. Finally, coordinating learners to propagate chosen values efficiently. Each of these challenges requires careful engineering. Many production systems add layers on top of basic Paxos, like batching, pipelining, and view changes to handle these concerns. Deploying Paxos requires thinking beyond the algorithm. Quorum configuration is critical. Majority quorums work well for odd numbers of acceptors, but there are trade-offs between fault tolerance and performance. Monitoring and observability are essential for production systems. You need to track proposal latency, quorum health, and leader election frequency. Failover and recovery procedures must be carefully planned to avoid split-brain scenarios. Rolling upgrades need special attention because changing the acceptor set mid-operation is dangerous. Configuration management and version control for cluster topology are also vital. Many practitioners also layer additional guarantees like checksums and audit logs for extra safety. To summarize, Paxos is a proven consensus algorithm that guarantees agreement even in the presence of failures. Safety is ensured by quorum intersections and ballot numbers. Liveness depends on timely responses and leadership stability. Real-world deployments require handling partitions, failures, and upgrades with careful engineering. For practitioners, the key takeaway is to model your system as proposers, acceptors, and learners with clear quorum rules. Plan for rolling upgrades and failover without sacrificing safety. Instrument monitoring around proposal progress, latency, and quorum health. Remember that real production systems often blend Paxos with optimizations like Multi-Paxos and command batching to reduce round trips while preserving safety guarantees. How does Paxos compare to other consensus algorithms? Raft emphasizes leader election and a more intuitive proof of correctness. It uses a replicated log model that many developers find easier to understand than Paxos. Paxos, by contrast, requires fewer assumptions and allows more flexible leadership patterns. Both guarantee safety and liveness under similar fault models. Raft typically designates a single leader per term, while Paxos can operate without a fixed leader. Paxos proofs are more subtle and require careful reasoning about quorum intersections. Raft's proofs are more straightforward, which is why many new systems choose Raft for its simplicity. However, Paxos's flexibility and minimal assumptions make it valuable for systems that need non-leader-based consensus or unusual quorum configurations. Can Paxos run without a fixed leader? Yes. Paxos does not require a permanently elected leader. Leaders may rotate or change without affecting safety, though stable leadership improves performance. Why are quorum intersections important? Intersections guarantee that no two quorums can decide on conflicting values, preserving safety across rounds and failures. How does Multi-Paxos improve performance? By electing a stable leader to send repeated accept messages for consecutive slots, Multi-Paxos reduces prepare overhead and significantly improves throughput. What happens if a proposer crashes? Other proposers can take over. The protocol remains safe, and progress resumes once a new quorum forms for a fresh ballot. The exact optimizations depend on your system goals around latency versus throughput and your failure model. Always reason about safety first, then optimize for performance.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.